Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Iraqi Dinar, your go-to source for everything related to the Iraqi dinar. As always, I strive to bring you the latest updates on this topic. Recently, Iraq's financial performance for the first 5 months of 2024 has shown that the country's total revenues have exceeded 54 trillion dinars, approximately $41.3 billion. According to data from the Ministry of Finance, oil exports continue to be the main source of income, accounting for 89% of Iraq's general budget. In contrast, non-oil revenues amounted to 6.78 trillion dinars, or about $5.2 billion. These figures highlight Iraq's heavy dependence on oil exports to fund its budget, with non-oil sectors playing a relatively minor role in the country's overall revenue. According to Dinar Guru, Iraq's oil minister has announced an upcoming visit to the United States to explore investment opportunities in the country's gas sector. During this visit, the Ministry of Oil plans to present these opportunities to specialized international companies, specifically targeting American firms. The goal is to attract foreign investment and expertise to help develop Iraq's gas resources, which could diversify the country's energy sector and reduce its reliance on oil alone. Dinar Guru reports that Iraq's oil minister has projected that the country's gas reserves could exceed 200 trillion cubic feet. This suggests that Iraq may have untapped gas reserves or potential new discoveries that could significantly boost its gas reserves. If realized, such an increase would enhance Iraq's position in the global energy market and provide a substantial resource for domestic energy needs and potential exports. Expanding gas reserves could also help Iraq diversify its economy, which is currently heavily dependent on oil. Dinar Guru Militiaman notes that Iraq is considering collaborating with other countries in the region to maintain the stability of its currency, the dinar. The objective is to keep the exchange rate as stable as possible, which is crucial for economic stability and investor confidence. To achieve this, Iraq may introduce flexibility in its exchange rate policy, allowing the government and central bank to make slight adjustments in response to economic conditions by injecting or withdrawing money or by buying and selling dinars. Such measures would help stabilize the currency and manage inflation or other economic challenges. Intel Guru suggests there is considerable speculation and excitement about a potential major event related to the Iraqi dinar, possibly occurring soon, even as early as tomorrow. He mentions hearing rumors and receiving feedback from various contacts that suggest some developments have recently started, hinting that a currency revaluation RV might be imminent. Mark notes that many people, including those in Iraq, are optimistic and eagerly awaiting news in the coming days. Despite the excitement, he advises people to remain calm and not get overly carried away, although he is impressed by how many believe significant changes are about to take place. According to Intel Guru, after visiting New York, Iraqi officials likely traveled to Washington, D.C., to demonstrate to the U.S. Treasury that they have addressed issues with non-compliant banks in Iraq, ensuring they now adhere to regulations. This move is seen as a step toward meeting international standards and gaining approval from U.S. authorities. Philu believes these efforts may pave the way for a revaluation RV of the Iraqi dinar in the near future, expressing that this development is overdue. The implication is that compliance with international banking standards could be a key factor in facilitating the revaluation process. Finally, Guru, native from the Middle East, is addressing rumors or claims about the release of smaller denomination currency in Iraq. He clarifies that the release of smaller categories of currency has not yet occurred. He emphasizes that when such a release does happen, it will be implemented uniformly across the entire country, not just in specific regions or through selective banks. The entire banking system, including all banks, will simultaneously participate in the release to ensure consistency and coherence throughout Iraq.